Hello everyone. So we're gonna wait a moment for everyone to hop on in. For those of you who are watching this later, because we have been recording these, saving them, and putting them up on YouTube, we are Sell Quick, Ship Quick. Because my other half's gonna be here in just a moment. And we're resellers as well as personal trainers, as well as restaurant managers, teaching. We do a bunch of different stuff. All in all, we do a little bit of everything, and we want to share with you guys how we do things and go about things. Hey everyone, woo! Everyone just flooding in right now. Perfect. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing a lot better. A little nasally, but I mean, it worked for Steve Urkel, right? He made money. Hey everyone, got everyone. The Vester, Kiki's mom. We got Jacob in here. Moonlight Moolah. Two Changs. We're gonna have to go eat soon. Like not today, but another time. All right, guys. Well, mentioned in the announcement that we're gonna do today's health-related one, because like we said, we like to do health every other week. We're gonna talk about protein. Protein is not just a protein shake, but the type of food we eat to get a good source of protein. So we're going to talk about different meats as well as plant-based, and then supplements too. Got Thrifty Nomads in here. Hello. Pacific 49. All right, guys, and yeah, everyone's coming in right now. All right. So we will also be talking about what we've been selling recently. Because it's on the IG Live, it's going to be a little hard to show you guys our actual comps, but we'll talk about what we got going on selling, just so maybe you guys can pick up on what's selling more often right now. Still some Christmas stuff for some people.
Hey, Nomads!
All right, so talking about protein. What do you think? Where should we start?
Where do you want to start?
Well, we can start basic meat. So in a healthy diet, the basic, the macronutrients that people focus and you should always keep an eye on is carbs, protein, and fat. Those are your three main macro. Macro meaning it's your bigger ones. Micro is all the small things like vitamins and minerals and all those goodies. So if you had to choose your favorite protein that's food-based, what is it?
I don't know.
Well, mine's going to be...
Meat.
Meat. I like meat. It's going to be... I really like steak. Steak and chicken, but when it comes down to protein, food-wise, it's all about how you cook it. So, chicken,
Bacon is protein.
Yeah, bacon is protein.
It's also got fat.
Plenty of fat on it, and that's where it comes in. So, chicken is a great source of protein. It's considered a leaner protein.
Sorry,
right?
Moonlight Moolah is asking what's the proper percentage for those categories, and it really depends on your goal. So, if you're trying to gain weight, lose weight, build muscle, that's where you're going to manipulate the macros into different percentages to work towards your goal. So it's hard for us to sit here and say, you should do 30% of this, 30% of that. It all depends. If you're a very active person, then your carbs will be a little bit higher because you're actually going to use the carbs. If you're trying to cut down, if you're trying to lose weight, then it'll be less carbs, a little bit leaner protein, higher fat. And by fat, we mean good fat. So not just saturated fat or meat fat, but like avocados, olive oil, almonds, cashews, any of the nuts.
Different nuts and...
chicken potato salad and veggies for dinner. Yeah, so if you work at a desk day and night, you should probably do a higher protein, higher fat, lower carb diet. And by lower carb, it doesn't mean no carbs.
No carb, yeah.
It's just a little bit less than, a carb source for every single meal, or 2 cups of rice for every meal or something like that.
Yeah, or if you're gonna, again, mostly be on at a desk, make your snacks pretty much vegetables or protein or healthy fats.
Yeah, we've talked about how gross he is because he eats raw asparagus.
I like asparagus too. But make a snack some kind of green, a healthy green. So I like asparagus, but if you like cucumber, carrots are a little bit high in sugar, but keeping it green for your snacks, or a proper portion of almonds. Another thing that's good in protein is yogurts.
Yeah, so and if you're lactose intolerant, there's plenty of non-dairy yogurts out now that you can look at. But we prefer to have Greek yogurt or Icelandic yogurt. And those are high protein, lower carb. They do have some sugar in it if you get the one with fruit, but it's still going to be less than if you get something like Yoplait or the more, common stuff that you see in commercials.
Yeah.
So make blessed hustlers. So the best exercise to strengthen your core. Okay, so I actually have a client who has low back pain. And I do a lot of core exercises with her, not crunches, core work to help strengthen her core. And I would suggest you write down what I'm saying and just look it up. But there are exercises like dead bugs. That's what it's called. Dead bug, the cat-cow, planks. I'm losing the exercise where we do the alternating arm and leg. I can't think of it right now. Quadruped.
Oh, there you go.
So it's a alternating quadruped. If you look up those and you do, a few sets of those every day, our client with low back pain, I actually have her doing those exercises every single day. And it's a mix of the bird dog, the quadruped, planking, and I also have her doing hip bridges. And I have her doing them every single day, even when she's not working out, because it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to do it. So the problem with low back pain is a lot of people have low back pain because their core is weak. And most people, when they do have back pain, they just attribute it to being low back pain. But your core is directly in front of your back. And so you need to strengthen your abdominal muscles in order to help strengthen your...
And we're back.
And yes, thrifting nomads. I know Jenny's been doing yoga, so she knows what cat-cows are and not the animal.
Yeah.
Cucumbers, yes, cucumbers with tahini. Tahini, there's a low sodium one, there's a regular one. Anytime you're doing condiments, you just want to be careful with salt.
Yeah, or sugar, depends on what it is.
Let's see. And then Lisa suggested kale. Kale is always a good choice.
Yeah, and there's different ways of having kale. Tiff will roast the kale with a little bit of olive oil and
sea salt and pepper.
Make it a little crispy, and it's not like chips, but it's gives a little salty crisp.
Or I'll saute it with like garlic.
I like garlic. Oh, and thanks again to everyone that sent out a bunch of different remedies. I put them up, but garlic, I'm game for eating garlic. A couple people said garlic.
Yeah. Oh, and then just for McBless hustlers, when you look that stuff up, make sure that if you're doing those exercises that you're not rushing through it, because it's not a cardio exercise. You're trying to strengthen your core. And so each time you do those moves, you should do it for, hold each rep for a few seconds before alternating. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, and it is form sensitive. So if you guys are jumping in to do planks are a really good core meaning all around your back and your abs. But if you're not keeping a straight back, whether your hips are dipping down or high, you could end up getting some back pains.
Will's suggesting a raw asparagus eating party. I think Will wants to hang out with you and eat raw asparagus together while playing Call of Duty, and Jenny and I can just watch. I'm not game. About raw asparagus. Asparagus pea.
Yeah. But going back to the proteins though, so looking at proteins that are higher in saturated fats, meaning that the meat itself has a lot of fat. It all depends on the cuts. There's different cuts on both beef, pork, and chicken that are higher in fat. Pork can actually be fairly lean. It depends which cut you get.
Yeah.
Obviously, pork belly is
high fat.
high fat. But I believe pork chops can actually be lean.
Pork loin.
And pork, yeah.
But if you are trying to cut out meat or eat less meat, beans are going to be high protein, lentils, fish, tofu. They have the different like vegetarian alternatives like tempeh, seitan. I know there's a lot of jackfruit alternatives now. It's just if you're going to pick up any of those alternative meats, pay attention to the nutritional facts and then make sure that it's not high in sodium or sugar. Oftentimes when you're getting those mixed meats or the fake meats, there'll be a lot of extra additives in it to make up for taste.
Yeah, it'll actually be fairly lower in protein than fat often because you got to make up for taste, like she said. And then your leaner proteins in terms of meat is going to be fish and chicken for the most part, turkey as well.
Yeah, so like whitefish, if you're going to do mostly protein and not fat, then it's going to be the whitefish. So cod, tilapia. If you are looking for a healthy fat, then looking at the tuna or salmon, it's going to be a good mix of protein and fat and the good fats. The omegas. And then you can obviously do egg whites, whole eggs.
Like hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, hard-boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, any type of eggs as long as you're not cooking it in
when you scramble
a ton of oil.
Because we've had clients that are like, oh, I just had scrambled eggs. What do you mean? I had 2 yolks and 4 egg whites. That's what I do for breakfast. How do you make it? Oh, I just, put oil all over the pan and then I throw my eggs on there. It's like, oh, well, there's your problem. Tilapia is my favorite fish. So the beauty of tilapia is...
I like tilapia.
Yeah, some people don't like it because they feel it's plain, but it picks up season. Yeah, it actually takes on seasoning fairly well.
Yeah. And then tilapia gets a bad rap because we're trainers, it gets a bad rap in fitness because tilapia is like the diet fish. And so a lot of people when they're trying to diet or cut down for competitions and stuff, they eat a lot of tilapia and they get sick of it.
Yeah, they love tilapia and broccoli.
But tilapia is a good high protein source. And then if you're on the go, like a lot of us are reselling, if you're on the go to thrift, we do protein shakes.
Yeah. Oh, before we get to protein shakes, jerky.
Oh yeah, jerky is a good alternative too.
Yeah. It has sugars in it, so you got to watch out for that as well. Mm-hmm. Just but it's a good thing to keep with you when you're thrifting. I mean, it's really easy to have with you. Don't stick your hand in a bag of jerky while you're at the bins touching stuff, probably.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
But if you have it on yourself and you have it in the car, you can have snacks so while you're out. It'll help prevent from going straight from the bins and hitting McDonald's right away.
Oh, fish tacos and lettuce. That sounds good.
Like a lettuce wrap.
Yeah. Nice. Olive oil or coconut oil is a good alternative to regular cooking oil.
Mm-hmm. There's also grapeseed, right? Yeah,
grapeseed oil. But with anything, it's quantity. It's about the quantity that you're using. Because oftentimes people will pick healthy foods and then overeat it and then still gain weight. So
yeah.
Bulk jerky, yes, bulk jerky is better priced too. So you could definitely find that. Around here, bulk wise, for us, it's gonna be Sprouts
or Costco.
Costco. Yeah, I was thinking of bulk, like
you get yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll do tilapia, like we've done the fish tacos, and we'll do tilapia like pan seared in like coconut oil or olive oil, or we will bake it in like a Cajun seasoning. And then for the sauce, we'll find alternatives to, instead of sour cream, we'll do like I think I made like an avocado Greek yogurt sauce.
That's good, yeah.
And it's blended in, and a lot of people don't like Greek yogurt because it's so sour. But if you like sour cream, it kind of tastes the same.
Yeah.
As a sauce.
Yeah. But continuing on with the on the go, like she mentioned, protein shakes.
Yeah, so I know there's like really popular proteins out, like muscle milk, that a lot of people are, I guess,
Australia.
like, oh, it is Australia. Pacific 49, if you DM us, I will send you the recipe for that avocado Greek sauce thing that we've made in the past. But the proteins, so we keep reiterating the nutrition label. You really want to check nutrition labels. Not all proteins are going to be made equal. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what is in it. A lot of those pre-made proteins that you see that are packaged in bottles, they have a lot of carbs and they'll have sugar in it. So we normally won't buy the pre-packaged ones. The only time we have, if you have a Costco membership and you go there, they have Premier Protein and it comes in a little like cardboard carton thing. That one has good macros and it's low carbs, it's high protein, it tastes good. We would pick up some of those and leave them in the fridge if we were really on the go and didn't even have time to pour out the protein powder. But otherwise, we'll pick up our protein from Costco because it's cheaper.
Both
and
pre-made and
yeah, both pre-made and just the powder. But the ones from Costco, it's from a reputable brand. It's one of the best-selling brands on the different fitness platforms. The macronutrients are good. And we've tried a variety. We've done brown rice protein, pea protein, Vega protein. We've done whey, casein, the different kinds of whey from the different brands.
Yeah, flavors.
So for us, he likes to drink his protein shakes, just the protein and milk or protein and water.
Yeah.
I prefer to mix it in with my, with like fruit and chia seeds, and I make an actual smoothie with it. So the one that we pick up from Costco, it comes in a bag and it's ON, Optimum Nutrition. This is whey protein. So the nutrition facts on this one, it's 1 scoop has 1.5 grams of fat. It's got 3 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 24 grams of protein.
So when we're talking about choosing a good protein that's good for you, everyone has different flavor profiles. So maybe to someone, this chocolate protein isn't as good as another chocolate protein they like. But what we always remind people is look at those macros. Because if your protein supplement has almost as much carbs as it does protein, then you're not really having a protein supplement. In some cases, the reason they look like that is because they're meal supplements. Meal replacements.
So a meal replacement shake is going to be different than just a regular protein shake. The protein shake is just the protein, right? If you're looking for a meal replacement shake to actually replace a full meal, like instead of having lunch, you're going to have a meal replacement shake, then you would want to look for something that has good carbs and fat and protein in it. So Thrifty Nomads brought up, they actually do chocolate protein powder with a banana and a scoop of oatmeal. So that sounds great with almond milk. The only thing with that one is if you are trying to cut down, or if you're trying to lose weight, the banana is going to have a little bit higher sugar. It's going to be a little bit higher carbs if you have the oatmeal and the banana with it. So that's where you would have to just manipulate either, half a banana, maybe a quarter cup of oatmeal instead of a full scoop, whatever that scoop means.
Whatever that scoop means, yeah.
But measure that out so that it suits your lifestyle and your goals.
Yeah, and that's how we choose our protein. So it's not just because it's name brand, because there's plenty of name brands out there. And even within the same brand of Optimum Nutrition, they have
kinds,
a variety of proteins. But some of them are meal replacements, which don't work for us because we don't use it as a replacement.
Yeah, and when you're looking, I know learning nutrition facts and like the labels and stuff, if you're not used to looking at it, it does look a little bit confusing. Pretty much you're looking for something that's going to have the least amount of ingredients in it. So that's also a reason why we choose the ON protein besides the price point from Costco and the amount of protein that's in it. The ingredients, there's not a lot of ingredients that are in it. If you go and you compare something like muscle milk, or at least what muscle milk used to be.
Yeah, it used to be. It got better, and part of it is it got criticized, I think, for that too.
You want to just make sure that your ingredient list is a little bit shorter and not taking up like the entire label.
I don't know if you guys remember a while ago, because I haven't seen commercials in a while, but Breyer's ice cream used to have a commercial where they'd have kids read the back of the ice cream labels, and they'd read the ingredients. Part of that was to show how simple their ice cream is. Yo, Sabi. Similarly, like if you have there's big words in this, but believe me, there's big words in this ingredient list. But if there's a huge list, then maybe you should get something a little more simple.
Yeah. And then so the whey protein is going to be a fast digesting protein. And by that, it means that your body's going to process the protein quickly. So the whey protein, it's been broken down, like if you eat a piece of meat, you're going to have to chew, your body's going to have to metabolize that. It's going to have to go through the whole metabolic cycle in your body before you actually break it down. Whereas the whey is going to go into your system quickly. If you're looking for a protein that's going to help keep you full longer, it would be casein protein. So we have this one that we got. So this is Dimetize, and this is casein protein. This one has 25 grams of protein. This one is the Cinnabon flavor, but it's got 1.5 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs, no sugar, and then it's got 25 grams of protein. It's got a very short ingredient list as well, but casein protein is going to be good for if you know you're not going to have your next meal for a while.
More of that meal replacement shake, because it's a lot thicker and it keeps you full for a while. And because it's slow digesting means it takes hours to digest, so it'll keep your body working and getting fulfilled. A lot of people, a tip people do is have it before going to bed. Mm-hmm. So this is the powder form, but you can also have the food form, which is Greek yogurt, cottage cheese,
milk.
So pretty much your dairies. Your dairies have both whey and casein in it.
Hi, Amanda.
So if you go off and you have that as your night snack, it'll help your body pretty much keep eating throughout the night, so that you're not starving in the morning, one, and then also keeps you from going into what do they call it again when your body starts eating its own muscles because you don't have enough protein?
Catabolic.
Which is a big word for your body doesn't have enough protein, so it starts breaking down muscle.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, dude. Hi.
Okay. So that's pretty much what we have. Anyone have questions about different protein snacks or choices? The brands we use is because, one, it's cost effective for us.
It blends well. For me, it blends well for my smoothies, so I prefer the Optimum Nutrition.
And we have also used, what's the other one? Combat.
Muscle Farm.
Yeah, Muscle Farm Combat.
Oh, thank you, Rosemary. Yeah, Wasabi likes to sit like a human. Well, sometimes. I think he likes to sit like a human. Come here.
I think he just likes sitting with her.
There you go. Look at the camera. Hey. All right, he's done.
He's over it.
Bye, guys.
Okay, there you go. So again, so it's all about what works for you, and in some cases, certain proteins will give people stomach aches. So don't push yourself either. Don't push yourself to have these shakes. It's gonna make you feel sick.
Sometimes I feel low in energy. Have some coffee.
Coffee, energy drinks. Again, limit yourself. We drink them too.
Occasionally.
But if you're having a lot of energy drinks, then you're just, again, putting in a lot of stuff you can't read. Read the back of those labels.
Yeah, Rosemary's asking, when do you usually have the protein shake? So, I haven't had a protein shake in a while. We have the protein here available as emergency.
Yeah.
I usually meal prep, so most of our macros are coming from actual food. So we prefer to actually eat our food. But if we have a really busy day, if we're going to be on the road, then we'll bring protein powder with us, and we'll usually put it in like a Tupperware container, mix it with some water on the road, to have something, so that, you know, it keeps us from making poor choices.
Yeah, I'm almost every day I have a blender bottle, which is the ones that you shake around, with protein powder, just in case, because
you never know.
You never know. And in our schedule, you know, I'll head out to the restaurant to do groceries and anything I have to do at the restaurant. And then from the restaurant, I'll go straight to train. And in some cases, I'll go straight to train and we have a couple clients.
And he can't get hangry.
No.
It's not pretty.
No. But I think we all get hangry.
Yeah.
But if you guys don't have any more questions, we could move on to what's been selling lately.
So if you guys want to share what's been selling for you guys, please comment. Oh, do you guys use pre-workout? Well, we do have pre-workout. We don't always use it. Oftentimes we'll just do coffee.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the main ingredient in pre-workouts
is caffeine.
It's caffeine. So if you like coffee, go for it. Have coffee, green tea.
Or green tea.
Yeah. So, and certain brands are a little stronger than other in pre-workout, so always be careful.
Yeah, after hard workouts, do you have those? Sometimes, yes. So
after you work out, your body actually needs carbs.
Carbs and protein.
Yeah. So, and not too much fat, because your body, right after a workout, is trying to recover all the energy.
Low in sugar.
Yeah, your sugar levels dropped, and at the same time, your body's trying to recover and rebuild muscle. So the two main things it needs is going to be carbs and protein.
So you could, if you wanted to, I mean, it depends on your schedule, what's more convenient to you. If you work out in the morning, if you work out at night. We normally work out in the evening, so we haven't had dinner yet. So then we'll work out, we come home, we do some work, and then we'll have our actual dinner.
Yeah.
So we don't always have, so he tends to have the protein shakes in the morning as he's running out the door. I'll make a protein blended shake for lunch sometimes. But right now it's a little bit, it's cold for us, but we can't really complain because we're in California.
We're not trying to complain. I know some of you guys are actually freezing. We're just...
Yeah. Actually, peanut butter and jellies are really good pre and post workout meal. We actually
as long as it's measured. Yes.
Yeah. Like, don't do half a tub of peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amanda and Jacob, they sold toilet paper.
And a Harley Davidson shirt.
Like actual toilet paper or the toilet paper rolls? Because we've sold the rolls in the past.
Or do you have some kind of themed toilet paper that sold?
Yeah, is it like the the dictionary one?
Yeah, like word of the day. It's a lot of words.
Rhodiola tablets.
Ginseng.
Yeah, so if you're sensitive to caffeine, I do not suggest having... Pre-workout is a really high dose of caffeine, so don't do that. And then if you're really sensitive to caffeine, I think doing like the teas would be better than actually having coffee.
And in some cases, green tea is even too strong for people, so just stick to a black tea.
Because my cousin is sensitive to caffeine, and so she can't really drink coffee either, and she'll have green tea, but even then she has to have very little green tea, or else it gives her like the shakes.
The shakes, yeah.
Sam's Club toilet paper. Oh, at the swap meet.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
That's cool, yeah.
And Oscar's ball cap, cherry salt and pepper shakers, and a book. Awesome.
I love the variety. So the biggest thing we wanted to ask now is hard goods, clothing, or other. Like, what are you guys selling more now?
What would be other?
I don't know,
if
makeup,
it's not hard good.
food.
Would that be a hard good?
It's hard, but it's not good.
I guess. Oh, Lisa sold a 1950s signed paint by numbers painting.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
A blouse on Poshmark.
Nice.
Ted Baker neon jacket. Picolino's beaded sandals. Todd's women's driving loafers. We sold Todd's driving loafers not too long ago.
Yeah, within the last... Yeah, those funky ones.
Yes.
Which, I think it's funny. Driving loafers. So... that means you're supposed to use these to drive. So you take off your heels and you put these on to drive, and then you...
Well, I mean, have you tried driving in heels?
It's not easy, but, I mean... I can't even walk in flip-flops without falling.
Yeah, Todd's is money. So
It is.
I don't think we had ever seen Todd's before, and we were thrifting out in like Inglewood.
Yeah, and it's one of those like we couldn't miss it because it was very ornate.
It was really ornate, and then they actually left the I don't know what that is, but the thing that you put inside your shoe to hold its form.
Oh yeah, it's one of the wood ones.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, it had like a red velvet cushion.
Oh yeah.
It was like
it
a
probably
fancy...
was from the store. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was some fancy like shoe thing, so I looked it up, and that's when I saw they were selling for really good money.
Yeah, I mean, so with us, we're selling clothes.
Yes, 2 Changs, shoe trees.
Shoe trees.
Shoe trees. Hugo wearing heels. Yeah, he's got a really good butt too, so I think the heels would really perk him up.
I'd break a heel.
Champagne bottle bags.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. I hear too, like people, we haven't had a chance to collect enough of them, but sell the bags from the brandy.
Oh, like Crown Royal.
Crown Royal. There you go.
Crown Royale.
But we've sold other like liquor related things.
We've sold empty. Was it empty bullet bottles?
Yeah.
Or Lagavulin?
Lagavulin, empty bullet, whiskey bottles.
Yeah.
And then they actually were bought by
Someone in Texas.
Yeah, it was a designer for a wedding, I think it was. Like
and they needed the empty bottles.
Yeah.
And we've also sold, so if you've ever gotten like really good liquor, it'll come in like the cardboard boxes. So we got Lagavulin in the box. We sold the box to Germany.
Yeah, I went to Germany. I think they're closer to where Lagavulin comes from than we are.
Yeah.
But
MacBook boxes. So we haven't had a MacBook box. Well, we haven't had one, yeah.
Yeah.
We've sold our iPhone box, our empty iPhone boxes in the past.
Multiple, yeah, from different generations too.
Like, and it's normally between $13 to $20.
Yeah, exactly.
Lisa sold a vintage service pin. Oh, yeah, and Lisa's been on her ThreadUp box, so she's been listing a bunch of purses. We personally don't pick up a lot of purses.
We have a few right now, but
some of those were given to us.
Yeah.
And swimsuits are selling because there's no season for it.
Well, one thing's for sure. If you're going on a vacation right now and you're in LA and you're looking for a swimsuit, they're barely coming out with the inventory right now. So your selection's slim. So. And
Thrifty Nomad sold a Jurassic Park tie.
Awesome.
First starting eBay. I've just found a big mouth Billy Bass. Can't wait to sell. Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
And my family used to have that at home. It was really annoying.
I know some of the original ones, like the vintage Billy Bass, go for good money as well. So what we've been selling too, though, is in terms of hard goods.
Let's see. I'm pulling it up.
We've sold speakers.
Well, today, let's see. So this is our range of items.
Yeah, this is the variety.
What is this? A telescope reflex sight finder.
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone knows what that is out there.
I don't know if you can actually see this, but
let's see if it works.
It's this thing.
So that piece goes on the outside of those big expensive telescopes. And instead of going through that big thing and looking, you actually use this to quickly find your coordinates, aim, and then you look through your big telescope.
You don't need a UAV for that.
No, this is not Call of Duty.
Okay. And then we sold a Hamilton t-shirt with tags.
Hamilton being the
musical,
like merchandise from there.
I don't know how many of you recognize this brand. This was kind of new to us. I don't know if I'm butchering it. Bonobos? Bonobos. Chinos.
Yeah. I don't know if they do other clothes, but I really just seen it in men's clothes.
Hugo picked up these Simply Safe keychain remotes. So if you see, and they're really small.
Yeah, they're really small. Literally, they're keychain size of a USB. And actually, some of them actually come with USB end for updates and so forth. But these are used for an alarm system. Simply Safe is an alarm system that you don't need a service. You could pay service, or you could just have a really loud blaring alarm. that works off of your home network. But those are little remotes so you could turn it on and off, panic buttons and whatnot. Found those, and people need those. Those are, again, I mentioned, small items that are connected to other devices get lost.
The telescope piece, did you buy that?
Yeah.
Where did you get it from?
I don't remember right now.
But I think it was a thrift store find.
Yeah, I think it was.
Pretty sure that was a thrift store find.
For some reason, I think it was Salvation.
Yeah. Okay, so we've covered, let's see, what was it? The telescope thing, a shirt, a pair of pants, the Simply Safe keychain, jeans, not your daughter jeans, the grip strengthener thing.
Yeah, you know the ones that like you just squeeze to improve your grip strength.
Yeah.
Except this is an elaborate one that's not a common one.
This one? Because you can adjust it.
Yeah. And this is a weird bulky piece, not something you just keep in your car, but I think that's what attracted people's attention to it too. Although we've sold a lot of the basic ones too.
Yeah. Let's see, we sold a pair of Scotch and Soda men's pants. So I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with that one. This was new to us, but here's the logo if you could see that on the screen. So it's Scotch and Soda. This one sold for us. So we're going over the solds from today.
Yeah, these are from today. We had a good day today.
Let's see, Onkyo, if you are doing hard goods, Hugo picked up these speakers.
So, in terms of speakers, this was a part of a big kit that would have been really hard to ship because it comes with subwoofer, and the subwoofer, if you don't know, it's the big box, and that's extra heavy. It comes with the full sound system, and it was all a little beat up. But these are the satellite speakers, which are the small ones that go around. Those are in great condition and a lot easier to ship, and on their own sold. So, and pick that up on sale day. I think it was like $14 for that. And again,
yeah, it was on 50% off day.
Yeah, we bought the big box full of everything, but all I cared for were those speakers.
Yeah.
So think outside of the box.
Equipment Femme. We actually picked this shirt up when we were out thrifting on New Year's Eve with Thrifting Nomads. And it's a silk blend shirt. And here's the tag, if you can see that. Sorry guys, but Equipment Femme. So we sold that today. And then we also randomly sold this Zelda case. It's an empty case.
It's an empty case.
That you picked up for free at the GameStop.
Yeah. If you're at GameStops for your own personal shopping needs, ask them if they have any extra cardboard boxes, because they tend to have great cardboard boxes because everything they get comes in a box. But also, they had a bunch of these empty cases that they were going to throw away, and I was like, oh, I'll take them. Originally, I took them because I thought, oh, I'll take out the covers and use them to ship out movies that we have, DVDs, Blu-rays.
So that's also another tip. So we don't spend too much money on ourselves unless it's on food. But we like to watch movies together, so we have the Blu-ray player, and we'll go get DVDs that are on sale, but we always do the DVD plus Blu-ray combo, and then we'll sell the DVD and keep the Blu-ray, so then our movie ends up costing us like $2.
Yeah. So, and it costs $2 for us because we end up getting the movie on sale in the first place.
And then we sell the DVD.
Perfect.
And then, let's see, our other one, a Torrid blouse. It's just a big sheer blouse, and this one was a size 4X. So we have, I think a lot of sellers talk about this, but the larger the size, sometimes the easier the sell because they're just not as common. And then we also sold this. You can explain what this is.
I don't completely always know what I get. So this is a power system. Some of you guys might know more than I do. I believe this is a piece that goes into a computer to increase its power or certain devices.
Yeah, but it's
Moral of that story is I don't always know what I pick up, but I'll do the best I can to research it and see what it's going for.
But we took a picture with all the pieces, made sure that it was really clear. And that sold overnight. So I listed that 2 days ago and it sold the next day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those were some of our solds from today. We did make a few sales on Posh.
Yeah, and we did have other sales as well this weekend from Friday on to Saturday, but we do weekend shipping, so those went out already, so
yeah,
we got those tracked.
So let's see, we sold, so this one, we found this one with Pure Hustle Podcast and Thrifting Nomads when Hugo found that Yamaha shirt and the Kate Bush anthology.
That was a good place.
But this brand, I had never heard of it. I just looked it up because it was different. But I don't know if you guys can see this is a like tiger on the sweater. But the brand is Aeronautica Militaire. Aeronautica Militaire is the brand. So I looked that one up and we ended up selling it we picked it up for $3 and we sold it for $40.
Yeah. So, I mean, we always remind people, check comps. Even on things that you've sold in the past, double check the comps because things change. But we didn't know what that was. We checked comps. It worked. I didn't know what that computer component was. Check comps. And it worked.
Oh, and we sold a really cool shirt that I found for like $1.99. But it's a cat shirt. And it's like the notorious Biggie Kitty. And he's wearing a Coogie sweater. And we listed that last night.
I think that's a bolo within a bolo.
I think so.
Boloception.
But that was a really cool one. And then we sold the St. John sweater. Did we sell something on Mercari too? Yes. And then on Mercari we sold...
It's just...
Oh, this is another Torrid dress.
Yeah, but that was from a few days ago. It's just still processing.
But those were some of our solds from today.
Yeah.
Today and yesterday. And the point is our stuff is all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. Hard goods, clothing, they're all selling, which is...
If it sells, we'll sell it.
Yeah.
He sold a tiger hoodie today. Hey, maybe it's tiger... It's the year of the pig.
It's the year of the pig, but maybe the tigers are out shopping?
Yeah. Any suggestions on keywords? Well, what are you looking for exactly? Like, the keywords are going to change for
Depends
the
on
item.
The type of item.
Yeah.
You know, Reseller Revolution, Cindy, Amazing Taste Store.
Yes.
She's real good with numbers and technical stuff. And she actually did a video, so you guys should check it out, where she explains how to break down the best way to set up your words. So an example she does is she has a torrid dress. So she'll start writing on the search bar for eBay, torrid. And then eBay will autofill the most common, and it's ranked in the most...
I mean, it's kind of like when you Google. Like, if you Google something, it's going to give you the most common thing first.
Yeah, so she put on there, like, oh, torrid.
Amy's here.
Hola. And then the next thing she put for, and then autofill will tell her, like, dress or whatever it was. So she goes way more in detail in the video. But it's just a good way to understand how pretty much our buyers are searching for items.
Yeah, and then at eBay Open, they had a workshop that was on Google optimization. And at that workshop, they had a PowerPoint slide, and it was how to use keywords to help you sell your items. So say it was the torrid dress. You would list it as torrid, and then women's, striped knit dress, black, white, medium. But the size would be at the end. I guess like the different attributes, the color and size would go at the end, and then the first thing would be your brand. And then you don't want to do too many abbreviations. So most people that are shopping, they're not going to understand, like, I know a lot of people put EUC, which is excellent use condition, but if I were a new buyer on eBay, I would have no idea what EUC means.
Yeah, and if I'm searching for a shirt, I'm not going to put basic gray shirt EUC.
Yeah, so you just want to be aware of your audience. But yeah, that's one way to do it. I know everyone has a different way of listing their items. But we've been using the Google way just because that's what was taught at
eBay.
at
By
eBay
Google,
Open.
what that means is it's supposed to be set up so that not only in what people search for within eBay, but if somebody searches in Google, it'll also bring up your listing.
Yeah.
So eBay and Google have been working together to try to get their optimization somewhat in sync.
And then I forgot who it was that told me, but they were saying that if you put size in your listing, the word size doesn't matter. So you're kind of using up a space. We'll still use size when it's like a numbered size. If it's a small, a medium, or a large, then we'll leave it just that word. But if it's like 27, 26, women's jeans, then we'll actually list it as size 27.
Yeah, so in terms of keywords, there is a process.
Yeah, so I mean, like asking which keywords to use, it just really depends on your item. You want to make sure that your item brand is going to be visible. First thing you're going to see. If it is vintage, I know that people put VTG, vintage, I could be wrong, I don't know. We spell out vintage.
Yeah, and part of the reason we spell out vintage is because if I was a shopper, remember, we want to sell to our buyers,
the general public.
Right? And if I'm looking for something and I'm looking for a vintage Western button-up, I'm going to put vintage Western button-up. So automatically the system's going to search vintage, and hopefully our listing pops up because we wrote vintage. And then in terms of hard goods for keywords, same thing. You put the item it is. So say you got Apple, an Apple wireless keyboard. You're going to want to put Apple wireless keyboard, but then in the back of most electronics, there is a model number. The hard part about Apple products, it's very tiny. Every item has it, whether you have the remotes or you have a mouse or I wouldn't doubt, I haven't checked, but I wouldn't doubt the earbuds have it too.
Yeah.
But they're very tiny, and it'll have starts with a letter and then like 4 numbers. But if you put that in, it's exactly what people look for. It's kind of like looking up a part model.
Yeah.
So in terms of hard goods, electronics, same thing. And with electronics, be careful because for example, CD changers, just to put one out there. They could have like a Sony CD changer could be, I'm just throwing out a number, CD 300, CD 320, CD 330. They're all different. Even though they look the same, they're all different. Oftentimes they'll have 1 or 2 different features that the others don't have. So you don't want to just go sell similar because yours looks like it, but if yours is not at 330, yours is at 300, you might be listing under an item, and then when the person gets their item, they're going to say, this isn't actually a 330, it's missing this feature. So, yeah, those numbers matter.
But we do have some of our recent pickups here.
Oh, we got a lot of pickups right now.
But like right next to me. So I wanted to show the shirt that we picked up, which was, the vintage shirt. Is it in here?
It might already be.
Oh, here. But we found this really cool like vintage Western pearl snap shirt with really nice embroidery on it.
It wasn't planned haul video.
But
this is so pretty.
But it was right next to me. Lisa haul video. So I've been sharing our stuff with Lisa the last few days because we've been picking up so much stuff. But we found a Torrid 4X sports bra, new with tags, just yesterday.
Yeah.
So that was a nice pickup.
So being that we don't shop in regular retail stores, we forget what things actually cost. Especially being that I don't shop at women's clothes in retail stores. I forget what things cost because apparently sports bras are expensive.
They really are. Oh yeah, Lisa's gonna come down here and visit us so we can go thrifting and eat food. And then we picked up 511 Tactical. Cargo pants. Cargos. They don't fit Hugo, so he can't keep them.
I'm gonna wear pants. I'm healthy enough, guys, that I'm back in shorts and a t-shirt. Probably get scolded if people saw me and cough.
Then we picked up True Religion jeans. I don't know how many people still
Pick up.
But
we pick up when it's at a good price.
Yeah, our jeans were about $4.
Yeah, because we had them on a good color day.
Yeah, but we picked up True Religion jeans. And you know, they're True Religion with that logo on the back. But we picked these up. And then we picked up an Anthro top, which is the HD in Paris. So this one we picked up. And then we scored on a Trina Turk top. So I don't know how many of you still pick up Trina Turk. But the last time we went, we found a Trina Turk item and Hugo checked comps and the comps were not great. But it depends on the pattern. So when we talk about checking comps, you should look it up because the brand might not always do well, but the pattern of the fabric will determine the comps on it.
Yeah, similar to like Target brand stuff.
Yeah.
Target brand stuff, you often will not be able to sell it for much, but if you have a Target, specifically a line and a color pattern, it might sell better.
But Trina Turk is known for really colorful patterns, and so we found this top. It's just a racer back floral top. And then here's the Trina Turk label. And this one we picked up for a few bucks. When I looked up the comps, it did really well. And this one is actually 100% silk. I know it's a little blurry, but it is 100% silk. So when we are looking things up, I'll always look at the care tag to make sure the kind of fabric that's being used. And then that way when I'm actually looking up comps, I can type in the fabric content because that'll change what you're looking for.
Yeah, and increase or decrease the value of it.
Goodwill have a set days. Okay, so around us, the Goodwills, every week, all the colors change Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Saturday morning, it gets...
New color of the week.
It's, if you aren't in LA or you are in LA, it's fairly busy Saturday morning because everyone knows that's when the new colors come out.
Yeah, so on Saturday, you'll get a new color. The new color will be 50% off every day from Saturday through Friday. On Thursdays, it will be $1 for that item. On Wednesdays, if you donate, most Goodwills will give you a 15% off your entire purchase coupon.
Yeah.
So that's when we actually have a ton of stuff in the back that we sorted through for donation, but we bagged them up and we left them there. And then when we donate on Wednesday, we'll walk out with 2 coupons.
Yeah.
And then we'll hold on to it.
We're 2 people. So when we donate,
we are 2 people.
We donate and get 2 coupons.
Yeah. But we'll donate a few bags each and then we'll get a coupon. We try to work around the sales. So on Thursdays, our schedules are really busy on Thursdays. I'm at the office. He's at the restaurant. We normally train in the afternoon. There's some downtime in between. We might run into a Goodwill for maybe like 30 minutes. And if it's long sleeves, I'll pick up all of the sleeves and just look for the color of the day because I know it's going to be $1. And then that's how we'll sort through that.
Yeah, and then I'll go through the hard goods and really just look for the color.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'll be more prone to buying, say, a VCR that I normally wouldn't get, but if it's a buck, I'll pick it up.
Yeah,
I'll pick it up, clean it up, and sell it for a few bucks. It's more likely I'd pick it up. But again, time-wise, like we normally go in for like 20 minutes, like just quickly go through.
Yeah. And then, you know, you can always sign up for the different newsletters. So we sign up for the Goodwill one. We follow the Instagrams of different thrift stores to check their sales. There's a local thrift store around us, and they do, I think it's they give you a little punch card. So they'll punch it every time. Jackie knows me well. Mm-hmm. I do set a timer. We were at the thrift store yesterday, so I started my timer, and then I started it when we got there, and then I ended it when we left so that I could see how much time we actually spent at the thrift store, because I'm trying to keep track of how many hours is going into reselling, since this is part-time for us, but I do want to see
how much time we actually put in it.
So we put in 2 hours and 45 minutes yesterday.
In sourcing.
And
the crazy part is, we're in the same store, but we won't see each other for about an hour. Because we just go through a whole... We thrift differently.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I wanted to show you guys the black vintage Western shirt that I found, but I don't know where we put it.
I think it's going to get washed.
But, yeah, so we do time it. Well, I time it. Yeah. What were we talking about? Thrifting, timer.
Oh, there you go. The colors and the sales and all that.
Oh, yeah, the colors and the sales. Oh, so the one near us, they do a punch card. They'll give you a little punch for every $10 spent. And so when we went with Thrifting Nomads not too long ago, we ended up with 2 punch cards. And then we went back and we got 30% off our next purchase. So 30% off our entire purchase. And that store also does a color of the day that's 50% off.
Yeah. So almost every time we could go in there and spend over 60 to 80 bucks, which tends to fill up the cards. Mm-hmm. And then we get the 30% off. And then we go. Yeah. There we go. So it's a good place for us to cycle. But because it's a single one, it's not a franchised thrift store, we can't hit that one every day because they don't get as much donations.
Yeah. And then Jackie, our friend Jackie's in the chat. She was at the Out of the Closet nearby yesterday. So if you go to an Out of the Closet has signs everywhere. And they normally have 3 colors of the day or of the week. So one color will be 25% off. Another color will be 50% off. And then the last color, I believe, is $1.50 for that item. So you could go in there and pick up those sales.
Yeah.
So jewelry. So we actually follow Thrifty Treasures, and we were trying to learn from her. Yeah, Tanya from Thrifty Treasures.
She's really good with it. She actually does go in and she'll buy the
jars.
The jars of jewelry.
But
because she has an eye for it. Like she'll open them up. She'll go piece by piece. She knows where to find the hallmark. Hallmark is the little sign that tells you what it is or what brand.
It might be a little engraved,
excuse me,
like an engraved letter or some type of mark that you can look for. But
we've done brooches.
Yes. So we've sold brooches in the past. We sold there was like a gold brooch that we sold, and it was like a cat.
Yeah, it was animal themed.
Yeah, so the more ornate brooches, I think we sold a Christmas one, a dog one, like a dog on a swing.
Yeah, dog on a swing.
And then a cat of some kind.
Cat on a swing.
Yeah. Color code. Yeah, so the color code's going to be for everything. You just have to look for the right color.
Even jewelry. Jewelry has a color.
Yeah. Like we went in on a double color day when it was a holiday. I think it was Black Friday. So Black Friday, they had 2 colors of the day, and we went in and we left with, I believe, 3 VCRs that were priced at $1.
Best part of that is we parked a block away or a block and a half away. That's when I get them. It was
just the workout. But we got like 3 VCRs. We got a ton of clothes. They were all $1. A printer. 2 printers. 2 printers. 1 Guitar Hero guitar. And then we left with, I think, 2 full bags of clothes, and half of them were about $1.
Yeah. So, I mean, good stuff if you use the sales to your advantage. So, we're coming up to the end here. We're about to get kicked off by IG.
But thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us. So, again, we've been putting them up on YouTube, these videos. I save them, and I upload them on YouTube later on the week. This last week, I uploaded it very late because I was sick, but I'm going to work on getting it uploaded within the middle of the week. So you guys can always come back and catch things. So if there's things you heard when we talked about exercises, you can find it on the YouTube later and scroll, pause, and you can find the workouts we talked about or brands we talked about too, if that's interesting for you.
Yeah.
Oh no, thanks everyone for all the support. Thanks for all the great vibes for me to get better.
Yeah. Oh, and then Lisa's talking about the clasps on the brooches and stuff. So definitely use that tip. And then, oh shoot, sorry, my eBay auction live alarm. But bye, guys.
All right, guys. Bye. Thank you again.